Hello and welcome to the Ghost FX Discipline Series Day 5 out of 10. Please sit back, relax and grab a piece of paper and a pen to take notes. Today's topic is why waiting for structure matters. Let's begin. Day 5 of the Ghost FX Discipline Series focuses on a concept that separates emotional traders from disciplined traders, and that concept is understanding why waiting for structure actually matters in the market. Because one of the biggest mistakes beginners make is entering trades based purely on movement rather than confirmation. They see a candle moving fast, they see momentum building, and they immediately feel the urge to jump into the trade before the opportunity disappears. But what they do not realize is that the market constantly creates false moves designed to trap impatient traders who enter too early, and this is exactly why structure exists in the first place. Because structure tells the story of what buyers and sellers are actually doing rather than what emotions are telling you to do in the moment. And when a trader learns to read structure, they begin to understand that price does not move randomly but instead moves through a series of higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, and lower lows, which reveal when control of the market is shifting from buyers to sellers or from sellers to buyers. And when you begin to see this clearly, you start realizing that the most powerful entries rarely happen at the moment everyone else is jumping into the market. They happen after the market has already proven its intention through a break of structure and often through a retest that confirms the shift in momentum. But the reason most traders struggle with this is not because they cannot see structure but because they do not have the patience to wait for it to form. They feel pressure to constantly be in a trade, they feel pressure to catch every move, and they feel pressure to prove that they are capable of predicting the market, when in reality the goal of trading is not prediction but confirmation, and the traders who survive long-term understand that waiting is not wasted time but part of the strategy itself, because every moment you wait for the market to confirm its direction you are eliminating uncertainty and increasing probability, and probability is the entire foundation of profitable trading, because no strategy works 100% of the time but disciplined execution allows probability to play out over many trades rather than being destroyed by impulsive entries. And when traders refuse to wait for structure, they often enter trades right before the market reverses, which leads them to believe the market is against them or manipulated, when the reality is that they simply entered before the market gave any real confirmation of direction. And this pattern repeats itself over and over for impatient traders. They chase candles, they enter too early, they get stopped out, and then they watch the market move exactly the way they originally expected after they are already out of the trade, which creates frustration and emotional trading that leads to even worse decisions. But when a trader learns to wait for structure, they remove most of this chaos from their trading process because they stop reacting to every movement and instead wait for specific conditions to appear before entering the market. They wait for the break of a previous high or low, they wait for momentum to show its hand, and they wait for the market to prove that their trade idea actually makes sense. And once this habit becomes part of their routine, the entire trading experience begins to change because they are no longer chasing the market but observing it, they are no longer forcing trades but selecting them, and they are no longer reacting emotionally but executing strategically. And this shift in mindset is what allows traders to develop consistency over time, because consistency does not come from finding a magical indicator or secret strategy but from repeating disciplined decisions over and over again. And waiting for structure is one of the most powerful forms of discipline a trader can develop because it forces them to slow down and respect the logic of the market rather than the impulse of the moment. And when you truly understand this concept, you begin to see that the best traders are not the fastest traders but the most patient ones. They do not feel the need to catch every move because they know the market will always create another opportunity, and they trust their process enough to wait until the market shows clear structure before they commit their capital. And this patience is what protects them from unnecessary losses while allowing them to participate in the moves that actually have strong probability behind them. Which is why waiting for structure is not just a technical skill but a psychological discipline that forces traders to control their emotions and respect the process of the market. And the traders who master this discipline eventually realize that waiting is not boring but powerful, because every trade they take has already passed through a filter of logic, confirmation, and probability before they ever click the buy or sell button. And this is what transforms trading from gambling into a structured decision-making process where patience becomes the trader's greatest advantage and the market is approached with clarity rather than impulse, which is exactly why waiting for structure matters more than most traders realize, because the moment you stop chasing the market and start waiting for confirmation is the moment you begin trading with discipline rather than emotion. And discipline is ultimately the foundation that determines whether a trader survives long enough to become consistently profitable. That wraps up day number 5. If you like this and want more of this, please hit that like and subscribe button. Don't miss out on day number 6 coming tomorrow. Hit link in bio.